Well, the Santa Ana winds are kicking, leaving us nothing but clear skies over Dodger Stadium in L.A. Today, it's the home opener for this new season between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Dodgers. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching is going to be important for these guys. No question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Los Angeles Dodgers.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who'll get the starting assignment here in this home opener. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, I think they have to understand where they're playing. This is a great pitcher's ballpark, so you're not going to go out there trying to hit the light towers with everything you swing at. Make solid contact, move the line, and play a little bit more small ball.
Hyunjin Ryu gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, this will be his second start of the season. In his first start, he already got himself in the win column. He'll be looking to add to that here.
And with a quick breather here, let's look at how the Dodgers align on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up. So we'll see how that impacts this game.
Gene Segura makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Segura.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one.
First pitch.
Ryu gets the sign. Here it is on 0-1. Called strike 0-2. Eric, your Dodger ball club, as they enter play here this afternoon, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, and you look back to that last game, you'll take production like that anytime you can get it. It makes a starter's life easier. Heck, it makes your whole staff breathe easier.
Fastball, strike 3 called, and he's caught looking to begin the afternoon.
And there you see the numbers from his last time out. Picked up his first win of the season in that ball game. So he'll be looking for number 2 here.
David Peralta will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. We'll be in the 80s later this afternoon, but for now, 79 degrees at first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
Batting third, first baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Check swing grounder to the right side. Gonzalez over to his left, and Gonzalez will take it over himself, and that'll do it. Diamondbacks down in order, and now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Steve, what's the key to starting out 1-0 here at home for them?
Well, guys, this is a power-heavy lineup. You need to stay patient and get balls up in the zone that they can drive.
Shelby Miller gets the start for Arizona in this one. What's your take on him, EK?
Yeah, guys, he went deep into his last start, threw into the 8th inning, but didn't get a decision. He'll look to do much of the same here in this one.
And with that, let's bring in a look at the defensive alignment for the Diamondbacks. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, my man at first, he can really pick it. As an infielder, you got to love being able to throw the ball over there, knowing that he's going to come down with it at any time.
Kike Hernandez comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Kike Hernandez.
Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0. EK, these Diamondbacks as they begin play, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, and they were home for just a short time before heading right back out on the road again. So it's been a lot of packing and unpacking recently. That's the life of a big league ball player.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He'll take the turn and head for second. And he will get there with the game's first hit, a leadoff double.
Right center field. This is a fastball, and he just slashes this thing the other way into the gap. No real chance for the outfielders to cut that one off, and he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
In now is Yasiel Puig as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. That batting average still well up there to begin play. 2 home runs and 5 driven in. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Well, we talk about it a lot. Ideally, this should be to the right side of the infield. Maybe you give him a break because he's such a good hitter and he is a run producer, but I'll bet if you ask him, he'll wish he had a different approach in that at-bat.
Adrian Gonzalez will stand in now, and obviously one to be careful with, as you see there, currently leading the senior circuit in long balls.
And he hit one out of the park last game, too.
First delivery to him on the way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
It shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
1 out and a runner on second base. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a ball hit fouled off to the right side, and that just about got the first base coach. Hit hard towards second, and that's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Well, if you're going to hook a curveball away, you've got to have strong hands. And you'll see, this swing breaks down a little bit, but look at him get those hands through. Yank it to his pull side.
Stepping in now, Justin Turner, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. The average is at 308 entering play. 1 home run and 3 driven in. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Well, kind of strangely, Holiday has a bit of a reputation for rewarding the high strike. And that can really upset the hitter sometimes because the pitcher isn't usually trying to throw it there. So we'll see if any of that shows up.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Hit hard back up the middle. And a base hit as the run will come in to score from third, and it's now a 1-0 lead for the Dodgers.
Batting fifth, second baseman.
Into the box now, Howie Kendrick. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here comes the first pitch. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit to third. One there. On to Goldschmidt, a double play. Inning over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More ahead from Dodger Stadium right after this. A.J. Pollock will stand in, and that average has to be a source of pride for him early on. He's got it up over 350 to start the new season.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Sent on the ground out to second. Kendrick's got it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, catcher, Wellington Castillo.
Wellington Castillo will dig in now, and he's got to be wondering when his bat's going to make the trip north from spring training, as he has really struggled in the early going. Ryu looks in and delivers. And that's in there for strike one.
0-1.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Seager is there for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting 6.
And he'll take a long exhale on his way back to the dugout. When he looks back on the tape of this, he'll realize that he needs to be a little more committed to his swing. He had no chance of that working out well for him.
Yasmani Tomas will stand in. He's got that average pushing up near 300 to start the new season. Into the windup and the pitch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Wow, he is spotting that fastball on a dime here early on.
2 out, nobody on. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They trail this one 1-0. Trace Thompson strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Center fielder, Trace Thompson.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Pollock on the run. He's got it 1 away.
Batting 7, the shortstop, Corey Seager.
Stepping in, Corey Seager, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. And a strike to even the count, 1-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Dodgers have the early 1-0 advantage as we play the second. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1-2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
In now is A.J. Ellis. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Takes this the other way to right. A dive, but he can't come up with it in right as it skips right past him. Around first, heading for second now.
You know, maybe if he backs up and plays this on the hop, he can hold him to just a single, but instead he goes all out for it in right field, and it gets by him for an eventual double.
Standing in now, Hyunjin Ryu, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. For Ellis, that's his first double of the year here on the young campaign. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We'll come right back with more from Dodger Stadium in just a moment. We welcome you back on a sunny day here in Los Angeles, set to start the 3rd inning in this one. Jake Lamb will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Ryu steps into his windup. Here comes the first pitch. Now a fastball to start the 3rd. That misses. It's ball 1. Tap fouled at home plate. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
High in the air out to center field. Thompson sprinting after it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
I thought for a second that this might make a dent in both the hit and the run column, but he didn't quite get all of it. It's probably the best swing, though, they've had so far.
Phil Gosselin will dig in now, and as you can see, he's well over 300 here to start this new campaign. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
And if these guys want to keep hitting fly balls, I think he'll be happy with that. Especially when it's the guys down near the bottom of the lineup.
Shelby Miller will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1, 2, 3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Diamondbacks still searching for that first hit of the ball game. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Well, if he's going to overcommit to pitches like that down in the zone, I'd keep throwing him until he proves he can lay off.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Diamondbacks down in order. They still trail 1-0. Kike Hernandez will get his second shot at it now. He doubled to start out the home first.
Yeah, a lot of guys are trying to pull everything when they get up to the plate. He went the opposite way and really paid off for him.
And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
Oh, and 2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you alive.
Got him swinging in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out.
The right fielder, number 66.
A reminder that Dodger baseball continues all season long here on the show. There you get a look at what's coming up over the course of the next 7 days. Yasiel Puig stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Hit hard down the line toward the coaching box. It's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
The key here is a first baseman. You've got to be able to stay focused on the baseball, which is easy for me to say. I don't have half a bat heading my way, but that's a nice job down there to take this one in.
Here's Adrian now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
Oh, that is a nice pitch right there. You kind of slow it down and give him that big breaking ball to start off the at-bat. Make sure he's not a guy that's looking to ambush that first pitch fastball.
And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Gene Segura will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
1-1.
That misses. 1-1 the count now to the Arizona shortstop. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Oh, I think you'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Ryu's ready. Full count pitch on its way. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Still no hits on the ledger, but at least they get themselves a base runner here. And that's a step in the right direction.
David Peralta stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. A pause and the 0-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
And sometimes it doesn't quite matter how hard a thrower a guy is. I mean, if he can locate, he's going to be successful. The location here is absolutely spot on, right on the inside corner. That's a tough, tough pitch.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
And let's train our eyes on this stolen base from our high first base camera. You'll see him get a pretty good jump, and he wasn't looking back at all right there, so he gets into scoring position now with 1 out.
Squared that one up just a little late. Sent toward first, but this will be taken easily at first, and there are 2 gone.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
Still looking for that first hit, and it ain't going to come on that swing. Just a simple little soft liner, and that gets taken care of easily.
In now, A.J. Pollock. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
Well, he gets ahead of another hitter there, and I'm told he's thrown a first pitch strike to around 90% of the batters he's faced so far, and that's pretty amazing.
Oh and 1, here it comes. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. Diamondbacks still searching for that first hit of the ball game. Hit hard to short. Seager comes up with it. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More ahead from Dodger Stadium right after this. Justin Turner is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Third baseman, Justin Turner.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. To short, hit hard. 1 away.
Now batting.
And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And you can see the top two pitch velocities here, 96 on one hand versus a still respectable 92 on the other. One gone now in the Dodger 4th, and stepping in is the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. First pitch on its way. A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike 1.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there.
1 run, 4 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th.
Now batting, center fielder, Trace Thompson.
Settling in now, Trace Thompson. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he takes ball 1.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Chopped foul right at home plate. And that's going to be high, 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Dodgers down in order, but they're on top 1-0. Wellington Castillo heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And, oh, he can't rein it in. from the windup. The 1-1 pitch. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
And sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yasmani Tomas. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Into the seats, 0-1. A 1 pitch on its way. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
No runs, no hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
To second for Kendrick. Scooped up, throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Jake Lamb digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Turner has got it, and the side is retired. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. It remains 1-0. Corey Seager comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
The shortstop, Corey Seager.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. There's his total now, just into his 5th inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
The pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, that first fastball took off on him a little bit. This is a much better spot.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Miller gets the sign. Here's the 1-2. Drilled on the ground to short. Segura has it. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
Ready now, A.J. Ellis. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Heading out toward shallow right. Peralta is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
You just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set down.
Hyunjin Ryu is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
That's hit to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They lead it 1-0. Phil Gosselin will walk toward the plate as he'll lead things off here in the Arizona 6th inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike.
Well, it's just game 1 of this series, but you almost have to wonder if they forgot to pack their offense when they got on the plane. It's been nowhere to be found so far.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hernandez on the move. Makes the play, 1 away.
The pitcher, number 26, Shelby Miller.
Into the box, Shelby Miller. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
0-1, here's the pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Up in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike 2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Ready on 1-2. And this is swung out and missed. So it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Gene Segura will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
sent in the air out to straightaway central. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Kike Hernandez will lead things off here for L.A., but don't go too far. Yasiel Puig set to bat next.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Cut fastball taken for strike one. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
Yasiel Puig will get his 3rd shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play. He's just not getting that solid contact that you're looking for when a guy's really seeing the ball well.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. 1 out, nobody on. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Puig will take a big turn and head for second. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Runner at second, 1 away, and now the left-handed hitting Adrian Gonzalez will get a shot. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. In there, strike 1. Surprising to you guys that it looks like they're going to pitch to him?
It is to me. I mean, I wouldn't go anywhere near this guy with a base open.
Miller sets. Here's the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen?
Now batting.
He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
The batter, second baseman, Howie Kendrick.
Howie Kendrick strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
Swing and a line drive, but this will be foul. 2 down, runners at first and second. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. That's in there, base hit. Around third and being waved on home. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Now batting, center fielder,
Trace Thompson will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. In tight with the curveball, backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball. Started it a little too far inside, though.
Looking to minimize the damage here. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1. Liner towards second. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Only one in the inning here for the guys in blue. 7th inning coming up. LA's on top, 2-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium. The men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point. David Peralta will stand in to start the 7th with that big 0 still looming in the hit column.
All right, can I officially start the countdown right now? I'm not scared to talk about a no-hitter up here. There's only 9 outs between him and a no-hitter as we speak.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Shadows starting to fall over this Southern California afternoon as it's been a good contest so far.
It really has. Both pitchers, they've been as advertised. It's been a tightly played game, and the scoreboard shows it.
And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Maybe the pressure of the no-hitter getting to him a bit.
Yeah, 2-0 now. He's got to be careful it doesn't all go up in smoke right here.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
There's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
You know, when you're holding on to a slim lead, you just can't walk the leadoff guy. I mean, those are the ones that really come back to haunt you. So he's really going to need to work towards getting a ground ball here.
Paul Goldschmidt will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
Yeah, he got solid contact on that line out, but it just didn't work out. In this game, you have to trust your approach. Eventually, it's going to pay off.
Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. On his way to pitch number 75. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
Line to the right side. Puig is there, 1 away.
And for you at home, all I'm going to do is direct your attention to the hits column right there. It is what it is here in the 7th inning.
A.J. Pollock will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ballgame.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. That evens it up, 1-1. Ryu comes set. 1-1 on its way. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Working away pretty much exclusively here so far.
And I don't think they're doing it to set up anything on the inside part of the plate. I doubt they're going to give him anything to pull.
Three and one now.
Well, this is a dangerous count here. You don't want to give in, but you sure don't want to walk him.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Now a swing and a little flare out to left. And that's through for a base hit. And the no-hitter is gone. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game here in the 7th. So the no-hit bid will end right here. Wellington Castillo will stand in, and Steve, with the no-hitter gone now, he's got to remind himself he's still got work to do out there.
Yeah, he sure does. This game is not over by any means. You've got to take any no-hitter thoughts and put those out of your mind and go back to focusing on the task at hand.
From the stretch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
Kind of interesting to see how he's going to respond to this situation that he's worked himself into.
Yeah, he hasn't found himself in too many tough spots, but he's got one now.
Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Runners are at second and third with one down. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Chopped weakly to the left. Turner's got it. Throw on to first to be in time, but meanwhile the lead shrinks to 1 here on the RBI ground ball.
Well, this is going to get him a run closer. A simple ground ball here plates the runner from third, and we're back now to a one-run game.
So striding in, Yasmani Tomas, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Two out here and a runner at second. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
And that pitch count is 88 now, but to me, he looks good to go.
Trying to hold the lead.
Nope.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
And he needs to get back to what he was doing earlier in the game, which was getting ahead of guys and throwing a lot of strikes.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. Puig is there to make the catch, and they'll get out of this with the lead intact. Only one in the inning for Arizona. Bottom of the 7th inning upcoming in L.A. Get up and stretch. The Dodgers lead it 2-1. Corey Seager will dig in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first two trips.
Shortstop, Corey Seager.
In there at the knees, strike one.
I think a lot of pitching coaches would like to see that first pitch strike ratio better than about 60%, but that's what he's got going for him tonight, and he's pitched very well.
Well, he breaks off a beauty there. Nothing in two now. Hit hard up the middle. Segura gets down on the ground. Great play. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Boy, what a great effort just to knock this one down before it gets into center field. But that was going to be asking a lot for him to get up and throw his man out. And as you can see there, that throw is well late.
Now the Diamondback skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And the signal is beckoning here. That'll do it for Shelby Miller. He'll leave after 6 and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. Daniel Hudson will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with the runner at first and nobody out.
Daniel Hudson.
A.J. Ellis will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with the runner at first and nobody out. First offering on its way. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Now the 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. The 0-2 home. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, man, the intimidation factor was definitely in evidence there. He's not going to back down from too many hitters out there, especially not your number 8 guys. Threw it right by him.
Chase Utley will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with the runner at first and one gone in the inning.
Chase Utley.
And here is strike one call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1.
He might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get one at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
And it's quickly 0-2. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And they'll try to get Utley to chase, but he holds off. It's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Ground ball right side. Segura for one. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play and the inning is over. 1 hit in the inning but no one left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Dodgers 2 and the D-backs 1. Yimi Garcia will come on and make his fourth appearance in this campaign.
Number 63, Yimi Garcia.
Jake Lamb will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if you can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Most of the folks here at Dodger Stadium sticking around to see how this one's going to turn out.
Well, when your other option is rush hour traffic on the 110 or the 5, no thanks. I'll stick around too.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Phil Gosselin will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting the line drive right back up the middle.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
Hard hit ball to second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, that would have been nice to get that tying run on base, and this ball's definitely hit hard enough. It's just right at his man.
Chris Owings will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 16, Chris Owings.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Boy, it's been a good, solid inning so far out of the pen. Let's see if he can wrap this one up.
Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They still trail it here 2-1. Tyler Clippard is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Tyler Clippard.
Kike Hernandez will lead things off here for LA, but don't go too far. Yasiel Puig set to bat next. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
Well, these guys have been high on effort, but low on results so far. They're still stuck on 2 runs, but at least they've got a leadoff base runner here to start this inning.
Yasiel Puig comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
Right there for strike 1. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Well, it's really not too hard to figure out what the game plan is on a guy like this. You cannot give him anything up around the belt that he can drive. So you're going to see that all 4 pitches are either mid-thigh or below, and that's right about where you're going to want to be pitching against a guy like this.
Here's Adrian now, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Runners on first with 1 down. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And a swing and a miss by Gonzalez as he comes up empty, and there are 2 away.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. Come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
Justin Turner steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Push softly over toward the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, this is not exactly the most convincing swing you're going to see, but this is a results-oriented game. He manages to take the ball the other way and make his way aboard.
Here's Howie Kendrick. Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left, strike 1. Hit hard to short. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 9th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 2 and the D-backs 1. Leading off the inning, Gene Segura, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Kenley Jansen is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Kenley Jansen.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Hernandez going back on it. He's not going to get to this one as it's off the wall, and this may put the tying run in scoring position. And they're not going to get him at third. He's in there with nobody out as the potential tying run.
Well, he's making a pretty good bid here to tie this game up. I didn't think this was going to make it as far as it did, but you'll see it hit off the wall on the fly, and he just keeps right on going around second. He'll make it into third with a leadoff triple.
Into the box, David Peralta, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
Runner at third here, nobody out. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. Nothing in 2 now.
And now this is where you can be just a little bit more selective as a pitcher. You're looking for the strikeout. You certainly don't have to throw a strike in either of the next 2 pitches. So you got to see if you can get him to chase.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
He knows his job is to hang on to the lead for his team. But with a guy in scoring position, he's got to do something to come up big. Not a whole lot bigger situation to come up with a strikeout than right there. He's fired up about it, but he's still got some work to do right now. He's not out of this thing yet.
Paul Goldschmidt will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
So there's ball 4. And it wouldn't surprise me a bit to see the next guy get 4 wide ones as well.
Yeah, they decide they don't even want to mess around with this guy. With his track record, it's hard to say you blame him. Let somebody else beat you.
So stepping in, A.J. Pollock, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And a high strike there, 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Jansen comes set, coming at him with the 0-1. Pitch is a ball. Ball's there, and he is out trying to take second. Good throw. So a fielding mistake there as they are able to get the tag out. However, a run winds up scoring on the play. 2 out, nobody on. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
2-1, here it is. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. Hernandez is after it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So not a good turn of events for this home crowd, as now their 9th inning lead has evaporated. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. And we are tied 2-2. Dominic Leone will come on needing to get 3 outs here to try to send this game to extra innings.
Dominic Leone.
Trace Thompson digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. A little bouncer. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey Seager.
Corey Seager gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0. Lays off, and it's 3-0. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. That one's in there, 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
Here's the 3-1. Grounded back up the middle. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The catcher, number 17, A.J. Ellis.
A.J. Ellis ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him in just 3 pitches.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Pollock giving chase, but he won't get there. It falls in. Around first, digging for 2 now. And the possible winning run is into second base. He's got a 2-out double. And if you start to think about a pinch hitter, here's what the Dodgers have remaining on their bench. Jock Peterson will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 31, Jock Peterson.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there has got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. Strike 3, and the potential winning run laid waste. The inning is over. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means free baseball here this afternoon. 9 can't decide a winner. We'll move ahead to the 10th, and we are tied 2-2. Pedro Baez will come on now as he'll take over to start the extra frame.
Number 52, Pedro Baez.
In the 10th, and you have to figure the momentum is squarely on their side after the manner in which that 9th inning went down.
Yeah, just a great comeback to tie the game in the top 9, followed by putting up a 0 in the bottom out.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Chop foul over towards the dugout. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Well, he'll lean pretty heavily on that fastball. Why not? It's a big one.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
And here's the 4-pitch sequence again on Show Track. You'll notice it's all hard stuff early in the count. First 3 pitches, then he pulls the string on him here on pitch number 4, and down he goes.
Here's Yasmani Tomas. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Yeah, he started to go up the ladder there, but then he realized in time that he wasn't going to get there.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
2 quick outs here to start things off. Can't ask for much more than this in extra innings. Hold serve, then give your guys a shot to win in the bottom half.
Jake Lamb stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Starts him out with the slider for a strike.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
Fastball called for strike 2.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. A chance to win it now as we head to the bottom of the 10th, still tied. Striding into the box, Kike Hernandez. He singled his last time up.
Kike Hernandez.
First pitch of the at-bat. Bouncer down the line. And he'll take no chances here as he swipes this ball away. It stays a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And, boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Skied into straightaway right. Peralta is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
You know, once you get into extra innings, every fly ball here makes you go, whoo. But this one didn't have a whole lot behind it, so we're going to keep on playing.
Yasiel Puig digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
The 0-1 delivery. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now. Hit hard back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
There you go. Now that potential winning run is on at first base. I don't think they'll try to butt him over here either. Not with 1 out already. He'll be open for a gapper to try and end this right here, right now.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and now the left-handed hitting Adrian Gonzalez will get a shot. Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. A dive, but he's back. He's set. Here it comes. Line toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Throw comes in quickly, so the winning run advances to second now with only 1 away.
Check this out on Show Track. It's not a bad first pitch. It's down. It's on the outside part of the plate. Hey, if you can get guys to swing at that, you're going to have a lot of success. It just didn't work out here.
Into the box now, Justin Turner, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A look at the hit totals there into extra innings. One-0 count. Here it is. Now a line drive into right field. It's a base hit. Throw will come in quickly, and the winning run moves up to third now with only 1 gone.
Second baseman, Howie Kendrick.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Andrew Chafin will come on now, really needing that double play ball as the bases are loaded here with only 1 man out.
Number 40, Andrew Chafin. Now playing left field and batting in the 9th spot. Number 14, Peter O'Brien.
So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with 1 away. And stepping in is the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit hard towards center. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And they're going to walk off as winners. They've taken it here in extra innings.
Well, you had the sense early on that this one was destined to go down to the wire, and sure enough, these guys are going to pull this one out here in walk-off fashion.
Well, you always hope to get above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he turned in a really good performance. His fastball had some good life to it. He really mixed his speeds well, and he kept guys guessing all throughout.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Dodgers win it 3-2. So long from Southern California.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon for the Victoria.